I've always loved big, ridiculous bets and epic matchups, but today we're going primal. Which of these animals could actually take down a hyena pack? We're ranking them from least to most likely. Stick around for number 1. I want you to picture a blood-chilling standoff. Snarls steam a fight for survival. Hyenas are fierce, social hunters, so these contenders need guts, size, strategy. I'm talking animals with claws, tusks, trunks, and instincts honed over millions of years. I'll walk you through 6 contenders and explain exactly why each would or wouldn't stand a chance against a coordinated hyena pack. 6 animals in 6 minutes. Let's go. Buying time causing a retreat. Still, it lacks the mass to deliver kills or to survive sustained multi-directional attacks. That's why it's brilliant, but not the top contender. So number 6 is about spirit and chaos, not raw dominance. The honey badger is a legend, a wild card fighter that could make hyenas think twice, but it would struggle to win if the pack commits fully. Chapter 2. Next up is the ultimate ghost of the African night, the leopard. Solitary, silent, and damn near impossible to pin down. Leopards are built for ambush. They rely on camouflage and explosive power to take down prey before vanishing into trees. Against hyenas, that same stealth is huge. If a leopard controls the terrain, it can pick its fights and escape when things get risky. I keep thinking about the way leopards stash kills in trees to avoid scavengers. Hyenas hate that. They can't climb well enough to reach a leopard in the canopy, so the leopard's arboreal strategy is a built-in evasion tool. That said, if caught on the open ground without cover, a leopard's best option is to run or to fight dirty and hope for a lucky strike. Leopards are fast, fierce, and precise. One swipe from those forelimbs can fracture bones, and a leopard's bite is designed to crush. But again, numbers matter. A determined hyena pack with persistence and coordinated harassment can tire a leopard out or force it into a corner. So, number 5 is all about cunning survival. The leopard rarely seeks direct conflict with a pack. It prefers ambushes and escape routes, making it highly effective at avoiding a hyena defeat, but unlikely to outright destroy a committed pack on open turf. Chapter 3. Now we shift to a completely different battlefield. Water. The Nile crocodile is a living torpedo, buried in mud and patience. On land, crocs are clumsy. In water they are executioners. Hyenas frequent watering holes. That's where the crocodile gains a terrifying advantage. A single perfectly timed ambush can turn a routine hyena drink into carnage. Hyenas trooping to a riverbank. Lax. Water is familiar. Territory. Snap. A massive croc drag. Crocodiles are built to hold and drown prey. Their bite force is among the highest on the planet. Once a hyena is in the water and pinned, the pack can't do much without risking themselves. But there's nuance. Hyenas know rivers and are cautious around deep water. A full pack won't charge the water blindly. Crocodiles shine when hyenas make mistakes, or when a fight is lured close to the bank. On dry ground, crocs are vulnerable and slow. They can't pursue or rout an entire pack beyond the shoreline. So number 4 is about location. In the water, Nile crocodiles can flip encounters and eliminate hyenas swiftly. On land, they lose mobility and the advantage shifts back to the pack. Chapter 4. Here's where things get heavy. The Cape buffalo. Think of a moving mountain with horns. These animals are famous for their aggression and their capacity to defend against packs of predators. A single adult buffalo can gore, trample, sustain massive damage, and still stand. Against hyenas, a buffalo becomes a fortress on 4 legs. When buffaloes form defensive circles, they face outward, calves protected inside. Hyenas find it nearly impossible to break the line. Individual buffaloes are relentless. They charge and pursue attackers over ground. Hyenas rely on wearing down and isolating prey. Buffaloes counter with sheer force and solidarity. The buffalo is unpredictable. They don't bluff. A charging buffalo can flip the math completely. A gored hyena is out of the hunt permanently. Packs learn to respect that. Still, a determined large pack can harass a buffalo over time. Juveniles and weakened animals are most at risk. So number 3 is brute force, communal defense. Cape buffaloes aren't elegant, but they're effective. They turn hyena numbers into a risky proposition and can force a retreat with brutal efficiency. Chapter 5. Now we're into apex territory, the lion. Lions are the hyena's natural competition. History, brutality, territorial warfare. A single lion, especially a big male, can dominate multiple hyenas with sheer power. The real clincher? A pride. When multiple lions show up, hyenas are often routed or driven off with heavy losses. Lions have the size, bite, bone-crushing strength, enough to kill on the spot, not just wound. They're experienced at stealing kills from hyenas. They're practiced at fighting hyenas off. Tactics are battle-tested. A lone lion can pick off hyenas if the opportunity arises. A pride can decisively end a pack's day. But context matters. Hyenas have numbers, cooperative, persistent stamina. In some scenarios, a large, hungry hyena pack can outmaneuver a single lion or harass a small pride. Still, raw damage and intimidation tip toward lions in most head-to-heads. So number 2 is about dominance in history. Lions don't always seek the fight, but when they engage, they rarely lose decisively to hyena packs unless outnumbered incredibly or in unfamiliar terrain. Chapter 6. And finally, my pick for number 1, the African elephant. This is the be-all and end-all of anti-hyena defense. Size, mass, intelligence, sheer destructive capability. A single adult elephant can kill multiple hyenas with a swing of its trunk, or a stomp of its foot. Hyenas don't want any part of a charging elephant. The math is terrifyingly one-sided. Elephants are also protective in groups. Matriarchal herds form tight defensive formations around calves. A determined herd can annihilate predators with coordinated charges and trampling. Hyenas might scavenge the bones later, but during the fight itself, the risk to hyenas is enormous. The elephant's tusks can impale, their feet can crush. Imagine a hyena pack approaching a watering hole protected by elephants. The decision is simple for the pack: back off or die. Elephants also use intimidation, loud trumpets, ear flaring, mock charges. That psychological edge matters in the wild. So, number 1 is a combination of mass, strategy, and group defense. African elephants are nearly untouchable by hyena packs, and when they defend, they do so with catastrophic force. Outro. That was a wild ride. 6 contenders, 6 different survival strategies, and 1 big winner. From the fearless honey badger to the unquestionably dominant African elephant, each brought something unique to the table. Cunning ambush power, brute force, sheer size. I love how ecosystems create these checks and balances. Predators and prey shaping one another through risk strategy, brute force. Hyenas are no joke. They've earned their reputation through cooperation, intelligence, and tenacity, which is why not every contender here could simply bully them into submission. Context, terrain group size and timing changes everything. Sometimes a croc ambush, a leopard in a tree, or a charging buffalo can flip a hyena's advantage on its head. Which matchup surprised you most? If you want a sequel, maybe underwater predators versus hyena-like packs on shore, we'll plan something even bigger and crazier.